Do you want to understand how working less can actually make you more productive? There's actually really interesting research that shows that if you work over 50 hours a week, your productivity declines significantly. And this is from Stanford, so I'm guessing it's pretty good. So you work really hard every day because you want to be successful. You want to make a difference in the world. You want to have money or fame or to have a big impact because you have a big idea. And you're probably facing potentially some financial stress. A lot of companies I work with, they might have some revenue, they might have a lot of revenue, but when you actually look at the profits, it's actually kind of a little stressful there. You may be facing a lot of uncertainty. You don't know whether you're going to get that big break or what's going to make it happen or where you're going to go exactly next. Or maybe you're finding that work is just consuming your life and your family is kind of wondering what's going on. Your health may be flagging and perhaps even you're feeling really alone. These are the things that entrepreneurs feel all over the world. So you're not alone in feeling all of these things, and that doesn't necessarily make it easier. What can make it easier is to take some really clear, but not necessarily logical steps in order to reground yourself and get yourself refocused on your direction. And the first step there, and I guess the metaphor that I really like to use is sailing. So when you're sailing, and I don't know that you've done a lot of sailing, but I've done a lot of sailing, and I've done a lot of competitive yacht racing. And when you're sailing for a mark and the wind is coming this way, you can't sail that way. You need to sail off and constantly correct your course so that you get to your goal. You need to have a clear sense of direction and constantly be focusing on that. And that's why one of the things that we do in our program is we reconnect with your passion. One of the first steps in our program is to really understand your values and what your genius is and what it is that is most important to you. And connect your values with your goal. Because that's what motivates you. That's what keeps you going. That's what keeps you in the race. So that when you're going in this direction, you need to do a course correction. You can do it and have the energy and focus to do it. So what are the things that you can do if you're feeling this state of overwhelm? And again, these are non-intuitive. But first off is to reconnect with your vision, reconnect with your passion, reconnect with your values. Secondly, and this again, not necessarily intuitive, but to nurture yourself. You need to be vital, you need to be engaged, you need to be alive, you need to have the physical, emotional, and mental vitality in order to be successful. So yeah, you might be feeling kind of ragged. What's really important is to find ways to nurture yourself, nurture your body, your mind, your soul, your emotions. A great way to do that is to get support. A lot of times entrepreneurs feel really alone. I know that I am a part of a number of mastermind groups, and I have a coach and a mentor. And so all of these things really stop me from feeling so alone. And I think that having those things and having support, people that you can reach out to, can really help you to stay the direction, to keep yourself focused on where you want to go and keep going and make the course corrections that are important. And finally, find ways to connect human to human. I don't know if you have a family or if you have a church or if you have a community, but keep those connections alive. I know when I went to graduate school, about 50% of the people who went to school with us, who started in a relationship, ended not in a relationship because it was so intense. And working in venture capital is the same thing. It's like this super intense world. And there are times when being an entrepreneur is like that too. And it's important at times to disconnect from work so that you can reconnect with yourself. So I guess the real point of this video is that yes, you may be feeling alone, you may be feeling like there's a lot of uncertainty and financial stress, and at times the best thing to do in that situation is to step away for a while, for a half day, and recharge yourself, reconnect with your vision so that you can step forward again and be refreshed and revitalized and go in your direction so that you can fulfill your deepest dreams, so that you can fulfill who you are, what you want to be, and your destiny, and make a huge difference in the lives of the people around you. I'm Kat McDivitt, and I help people double their productivity and activate their success drivers. Until next time, please like, share, and subscribe, and live your potential so you can be, do, and have what's most important.